last time we met the Strays, they were able to finally catch a breather, get some shopping done, do a little bit of here and there, talk with some of the locals as they're kind of trying to figure out where exactly to head next now that the situation with the mire and the anchor seems to be settled. With that, after talking to some locals, purchasing some rather interesting items such as a handgun for Deli, some new clothes for Justice, and some scabbards for not scabbards, scimitars for Fangs. The party decided to make their way towards the train to take a little bit of a nap, where each of them was greeted by different dreams. Justice meeting with a weird dog-shaped demon that mentioned something about her mother making a deal. Fangs greeted by a woman with a mask over her face talking about the elusive prey that he had searched was not one but many. And then Deli was greeted by apparently a trip to the past of 3,000 years or so, and was left utterly confused. Though most of these dreams were caused due to someone deciding to rip a tear through the veil of the ethereal border. And while we are still on the crux of Dreamland, we still have one more adventurer to tell what she saw in her dream. So Diana, we're gonna start off with you today. So
Okay.
welcome. Give me 1 minute. I have to actually find my notes because I wrote these last week. As you drift to sleep and you begin to dream of home, your farmland, where you had originally come from. Let me throw the map.
Harley, can you try to get the mic a little closer to your mouth? You're coming in pretty quiet.
No, I'm just quiet.
I hear her fine. Might just be on the other end.
Actually, I got increased
I
our
haven't
volume
touched
on
any
mine.
settings since we fixed it the very first time.
I also have her turned up to 200 as well, so.
I mean, I do too, but there's just a noticeable difference. I was just wondering if it was her not enunciating and just being tired. That's
No, that's
okay.
fine. Anyway. Diana, you wake up. Yeah, I'll keep this music because it seems fitting. In your home. You're in one of the bedrooms. You can smell the fresh smell of farm land manure, of different herbs and stuff growing. It's about the summer season where some things are starting to pop up, but they haven't hit full bloom yet. And it's just a rather relaxing time. So, what do you do? Right now, you're currently lying in bed.
Okay, I'm going to get up and do a little stretch. And then the first thing I would do in the morning is to go out into, like, the living room and dining room area.
Okay. So you make your. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. And see who's up and what's going on.
You woke up because normally you woke up pretty late today, which because normally you'd hear your brothers probably going up for farm work and stuff, so you could tell obviously they seem to be out and about. And then you see over at the table is, and I will just reveal these to players because I'm pretty sure. Give me 1 sec. It's in your character sheet, but did that show to everyone or no? Or do I have to Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Anyway, you see your mother, who I will shift Z, and your father seem to be bickering over something right now. You can't exactly hear what from this distance, but they do seem to be getting into talks about something at the moment.
Okay. Diana doesn't really like when they bicker, so they tend to. She's just gonna try to interrupt them as nicely as she can.
All right.
And she's just gonna give a little clear throat.
Um, ah, we'll talk about this later, Damien. Good morning, dear.
Morning.
Sorry if we'd woke you. Your brothers were out and about, and we didn't think to wake you, at least right now.
I'm surprised you let me sleep in.
Ah, yes, we had a, what was it? A special guest that wished to meet you, so we figured we'd let you sleep rather than head to the fields to work.
Special guest.
You know how, so Diana, you would remember this is your mom,
Okay.
being a, or cleric of, Lathander and stuff, usually tend to, because there were no inns in your town, your mom would tend to bring in what she would refer to as special guests, aka just literally anyone that needed a place to stay, and basically house them and like try to feed them and stuff. So think of your home as a makeshift bed and breakfast as well, just because you had no inn
Sweet.
or no inn in town.
Okay, gotcha. Is this a new one?
Yes, it's weird because normally we don't have them ask for specific people, but he seemed to be quite interested in you, so I figured we'd at least give it a shot. No, since you're not thieving or anything, I hope.
She chuckles and puts her hands in her pocket.
So Diana, just as a flashback, you'd see your mom raise like a wooden spoon, and then you remember whenever you would try to steal like food off the table and why you kind of put your hands in your pocket, and she would fucking whack it with a spoon.
Nice. With a spoon. That's a real life memory of mine, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have an Italian mother. Or no.
Oh,
Well, I do, but my Italian father.
Jesus. All right. I didn't mean to tear open old wounds in this session, but I guess I am. Anyway. So as you're sitting down, well, help yourself to some breakfast, dear. Your father seems to have a bum shoulder again and keeps insisting on trying to do work. I'm telling you, love, we can do it if you just let me. And she's just like shaking her head and like about to raise a spoon, like, if your arm wasn't broken, dear, I would. And she's just kind of like rubbing the side of her temples.
You know, father, I don't like chorin, but if you can't work, I can.
No, Diana, sweetie, I don't need you doing everything. Just 'cause that one mule gave me a right kick in the arm and kind of popped it out doesn't mean you have to do it. You have to help me. I can do it myself. I just... And you see as he kind of raises his arm, like to show that he's fine. It's obviously he's in pain. Like he's not even trying to... I'm not even gonna make you roll because you can kind of just tell it's not good.
That's why she takes stuff.
What a great family dynamic.
Okay, Diana's just gonna start eating, and
Okay.
she's not gonna mention that it's obvious that it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna keep her mouth shut.
All right, and as they're kind of going about your day, your mother tends to is on her way. Like, well, I have to go preach the good word. So you be well, dear, and all that Lithanda stuff. Praise the sun and all that. Yada yada.
Has she made any like dessert like items?
This... Here's a question to you. What kind of dessert items would you like prefer? Like a pie or like a...
Like cookies, something that it's easily snatchable.
Probably... actually, have you ever heard of fairy bread?
Yes, I have.
Then that.
Okay.
But this one actually uses actual fairy dust instead of sprinkles. So it's a lot sweeter.
Okay.
So yeah, there's like a decent batch of like fairy bread as your father's kind of making his way to the other room, and just gonna put that there, and she's going out.
Okay.
Now, dear.
As the second that they're both out of her line of sight, she's gonna take some fairy bread. That was
Okay.
clearly meant for after dinner.
God. Give me 1 sec. I gotta get to the lair. Okay. And as you're kind of taking the bread, a gentleman walks in the house and is like, "Oh, I meant to hit Shift Z, not Control Z." Like, are you sure you should take that? I don't know if it's exactly, as they say, right of you.
She's gonna turn around and she has a chunk in her mouth, and then the other chunk goes behind her back. And then kind of sighs that it's not. Actually, who is that?
You don't know.
Is that the guest? Okay, good. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if that's one of the brothers, then okay.
No,
She's just gonna
no.
sigh that it's not one of her brothers.
I have in your character sheet. I also put your family so you could see your mom and your dad. I'll eventually put your brothers in.
Okay. Oh, yep, I got it. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I just didn't have time to find tokens I really liked for them, so I didn't put them in. Hence why they're in the fields.
You good. And then her mouth's kind of full, and she goes, "And who might you be?"
I'm known by many names, though special guest seems to be fitting for the time being.
All right, she pulls the remaining fairy bread out from behind her back and just eats it. All right, special guest.
Just,
I'll let you sneak a bite if you don't say anything.
It's fine, but I don't wish to eat. Not anymore, anyways. It's been too long since I've tasted anything.
Tasted anything? Do you not
Oh,
eat?
you don't know where you are, do you, dear?
I'm in my home.
No, you're in a dream. Rather intricately made one, but a dream all the same. And as you kind of say that, you can kind of feel the steadiness and that grounded you in this place kind of seems to fade away a little bit. Like, basically things start getting a little bit discolored.
And she's gonna kind of sink a little bit in her posture.
Mm-hmm.
She has no reason to doubt him feeling that way, so she believes him.
Okay.
And what are you doing here in my dream?
Well, one of your party members seemed to have broken a veil to allow certain beings to cross for the time being through the realms of dreams. Though, I hope it will be fixed shortly, and this may not be a recurring thing. I just wish to impart wisdom, and maybe looking for a rather special trinket of mine. And he's
What?
as he, oh, sorry, God.
No, go for it.
As he's kind of walking near you, he's like, though you have cured what was ailing you currently, that doesn't mean you're more, as they say, susceptible to how do they say it? Reinstatement into their little fingers. And Dan, as he says that, you kind of remember when you had thrown up that black. Yeah.
Are you saying I can get sick again?
Oh, much worse, dear. Once the corruption takes hold of someone, even if you break every anchor and every tie, it still holds firm within people like a virus waiting to spread yet again. And as he says that, hold on, I have an image, if I could find it. Oh, hold on. Let me go to the GM layer because I need to shrink this down because I did not shrink it because I am stupid. Come on. It's controlled to shrink it, right? Eh. Maybe. There we go. Never mind. I found it.
I was like, try alt.
Bitch, shut up. I just got it. Oh, that's a...
I really appreciate like the cutting board over here in the corner,
I didn't
I
make
don't
it,
know
so
why.
thank you.
but I just love it. Look at it, it's cute.
True. I pictured this probably would be your home, like a very small town home, so...
Yeah, you got it.
And you see... Hold on. Which is kind of funny that I found this image in my folder. It's like, weird how close this actually looks to Diana. This person.
And I see her.
Yeah, she looks almost like you outside of the red eyes and more dark hair and obviously the coloration, but she's holding what seems like two different knives.
And who's this?
Oh dear. It's what happens when the virus, if the virus were to take hold and you're to become its little, as they say, soldier of fortune.
That's what I would become.
Yes, something far worse. And as he says that, he waves his hand over this dreamlike stupor you're in, and you feel it shift to the room as you notice your house. I don't have the images for this, but you notice your house is on fire and the farm fields seem ablaze with what looks like your brothers lying in a cornfield with the knives from this woman's hands just stabbed into their back. You become something far, far worse. And I will reveal this to everyone real quick. So let me throw this up.
That is a cool token.
Thank you. I had that sitting in my inventory for a while. It matched really well. I'm like, anyway,
Am I still sick? Is it? Am I? Is that actually gonna happen?
it may, but hence why I would offer you a trinket. I have a necklace, not in my possession, but somewhere. There is a woman by the name of Mist. If you can find her, she will be able to give you said necklace, and it should stave off the corruption long enough for you to dispose of the anchors. For once they're gone, then it would remove any sign of this parasite trying to creep in.
And any idea where I could find this mist?
You will find her in your travels, as she is always preaching the good word. Don't worry too much about it. Well, maybe she'll find you, and I will just type her name. Now then, I believe it is time that you hit or missed. I guess you never missed, right? God damn. I hate all of you. There's a specific reason why I chose that name, you motherfucker. And as she says that, in your mind, you get an image of. I'm just going to show this to everyone. You get an image of this necklace.
Ooh.
Once you find this, it should allow at least an alleviation of your soul, or the darkness within it. So I wish you well on your travels.
Um, are y- are you real or just part of the dream?
All
Can I find
gods.
you?
He looks at you with a smile. All gods are real, dear. You just need to pray to them. Maybe they'll answer. Roll me a religion, then at advantage.
I've never rolled this before. At advantage.
Rolling religion. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's... You know who that guy is. Your mom has his poster, kind of... Not poster, but like, his image kind of spread all around your house. Yeah,
Oh.
she's... And as
She's
you
got a
kind of notice
pinup
who
of
he is...
him.
Yeah! This is my Lathander body pillow!
She like embroidered it, and it's like
It's got like the word... It's like, praise our lord, like, with like bedazzled into it.
live, laugh, love.
Jesus Christ, no. Anyway, so as he says that with a smile, he leaves, and then you wake up and you are...
Live, laugh, mourning.
Yeah. Live, laugh, pain. And you wake up in your room, and all of you seem to wake up from your weird-ass dreams. So?
Jimmy,
We get a full rest.
What?
this is why I don't go to bed sober.
You see Jimmy rolling around one of the water jars that you had collected from earlier. What?
You break it, you buy it.
Holds out like a decent amount of gold pieces in his pouch.
No, don't give me your damn money. Just make sure we can make more.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm assuming everybody's up right now. That was fucking weird.
alright. Jimmy just fucking walks out the door.
Alright. Yo, wait there, kitty cat.
I don't suppose. He looks at Deli and then he looks over to Justice and sees the door opening of Diana coming out. Then just continues. I don't suppose you all had some sort of vision in a dream.
Yeah.
Let me ask, did Delhi freaking hold in the space-time continuum of the
I did
Aether?
what now?
Yes, strange entity invaded my sanctity of the mind and blamed Delhi for something that he was not really responsible for.
The fuck did I do?
I believe the term was tore a hole in the ether material plane.
No,
You mean when I got spit up by the frog? I went to
yes,
like upside down the lake.
the
Yeah.
ethereal
Ah.
border.
Oh, you know what? That's starting to make sense. Probably shouldn't have tried to cast a spell when I was in there.
Not to be weird, but Fangs, you seem much more knowledgeable on that with more vocabularies than you did previously.
Uh, I had a in-depth discussion with an entity by the name of Astra.
Never heard of him.
Neither had I until now. Apparently, and he very carefully pulls out the bone dagger. This was designed to deal with things that are coming out of the cracks between this or from this ethereal border. And from what the blame is, Delhi was just one of many hole punchers.
Am I really that fat?
She did say it would heal in. She
I
did say
honestly
it
don't
would
know.
heal in time. But there seems to be creatures, or rather, some wretched twist of fate that what I had been wanting to hunt was exactly those things that are coming from the ethereal border. And it has changed me without my notice.
Yeah, like they say, there are no coincidences, just gods messing with the waters and mortals.
I am concerned. He looks over to Diana. I don't suppose you had something similar.
She's gonna kind of put a hand on her neck or like chest, kind of where a necklace would be, and nothing's there, obviously. No, I didn't. I didn't have any dreams. Slept like a rock.
Yeah. I feel like Justice is going to incite that just because.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a bad liar.
well. Roll,
It's okay, I
roll.
have a bad insight.
I don't know.
I think it's deception, I guess, but I always feel weird about.
10.
Oh my god.
Fangs is just going to trust her on this and just simply state, then you are luckier than most. But I am concerned considering that the incident with Fernando,
What do we know?
Oh.
he's gonna get that name wrong all the time.
Oh.
Fernando.
Fernando. I was like,
It
I
sounds
think
like a
it's
good
something.
song. Get my banjo.
Fernando.
I
Well,
suppose I cannot pronounce his Verdrano.
Doesn't matter, he's dead.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, the incident that is connecting him, the anchor thing, is also related to the ethereal border as well as this corruption. Thus, I cannot help but be worried that we might be having a. He pauses to really think of the saying. I believe you call that saying calm before the storm.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be friends with a wolf devil.
As you say that, Justice, you kind of feel Jelly move a little bit on your shoulders, like, I mean, we're friends if you believe hard enough in your mind. Because she did.
Damn. There she is in my head.
And you do remember from last session, she did say she could establish a link with the Jelly.
Wait, is this some evil spirit that is possessing you?
Is she hot?
Okay, first of all, no, she's not possessing me. She is potentially possessing Jelly. As she
Possession
like
is
tilts her hand. And second of all, maybe? I mean, you're asking a blind person to determine physical attractiveness, Jelly.
Right.
Jelly. Maybe.
Solid maybe.
Fangs will look close to Jelly and he will pull out his bone dagger and just very gently poke.
Doesn't seem to do
Jelly.
anything.
I suppose she is not part of this corruption or ethereal border.
No, it's as simple as that it opens. That's my understanding.
Jimmy, what time is it?
Fuck, does Jimmy have keen? Fuck it. He probably has keen
I don't
mind.
know,
Or
but he's nocturnal, so I assume he would know if it was nighttime.
nighttime. Yeah, I give you guys an 8-hour rest. It was like about the middle of the day when you went shopping. So yeah, it's probably about nighttime right now.
All right. Well, I have a job to do. Any y'all want to come with me? I'm gonna go be playing in the woods.
What is this playing with woods?
Damn it.
I want to play with anyone's wood.
I was gonna
Y'all.
go, and then you said that.
Just y'all.
I'll go.
I
Considering Deli's a woman.
I am
Wait, so you?
confused, but so be it. Also, we
Fuck, I need
should
to.
be keeping an eye out for these creatures that Astrea mentioned. I believe they're called corpus. They look like everyday creatures, except they are twisted wrong.
Right.
Something like
Haven't met none of them in the past 24 hours.
Miser, I still have the other image I sent you of a corporal, right?
yes.
Okay, just making sure that I sent that because I'm trying to remember.
That's right. She called herself a canary. Canary? Something like that.
Canary.
Canary. Would have Fangs have heard that particular term with his tribes?
No, because it's not really a tribal thing. It's more of a demonic thing. Or
Yeah, it's
sorry,
just
devil thing.
yeah. I was just asking if maybe there was some stories or old
Um,
lore.
fuck it. Because I think it would make the most sense out of all of you. Roll me a history. A disadvantage, actually, because this
Sure.
it is still kind of. But we'll see.
11.
You think you've heard maybe some ideas of Canaries and maybe some legends here and there about them being mystics, maybe, but that's really about it. The word kind of seems to bounce off your ears and then just kind of go out the other almost. Outside of maybe they're mystics. You don't know.
Sounds similar to the old legends of wolf tricksters or the fox ones.
Yeah, that's about what I'm understanding from this. They also like apple pie.
Oh, that's such a
At least
sad
that's what
story.
that's-
Him and his little friend.
Who is
Wait, what?
his little friend?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Jeebus? Actually.
What, the fox and the hound?
Oh, that was completely missed on me. Anyway, Dele. Are you guys
I
just
suppose.
making
Yeah,
your
we'll
way
just
to the swamp? Okay.
let's just follow him. I'll help Justice.
All right. Because I'm gonna reuse this asset. Just move all your tokens to like right where Deli is.
Okay. Well, me and Diana still are all the way up there.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. No, she's
Oh,
not. I don't know what you mean.
Wait, what?
Justice is gone.
oh, found the hole.
I didn't make it yet.
The swamp hole. Just like it's like like in those memes where it's like a puddle that looks like just like foot level, then you fall in and it's like 20 feet deep. God, I
You mean
hate
an
those.
open manhole?
No. Like well that too, but I was thinking like those edits where it's like a puddle that's like 5 or 6 feet actually deep though.
Yeah.
Those are the scary puddles. We don't like those puddles. All right, Nelly. How you make the shine? Because I'm gonna give this to you.
Alright, well, you guys see, like, he usually just, like, cracks his keg open, and there's, like, a compartment on the inside, but now you see him fully take it off, put the barrel down, screw off the top, put it to the side, and then there's this copper basin that's actually placed in there that he pulls out. He's got some copper tubing, and then he finishes all that, or gets like, so he sets up, he closes the barrel, puts all of the water that he has collected in it, and some different types of grains and things that look like they've been in a separate jar, or actually probably like a big like tub that he puts down, and
I didn't use all of this yet. Does it have an expiration date as she pulls out the jars of lucky water?
I don't know, but I was gonna get a run in before I tried it with mine.
Okay, I have 3 jars still. I probably get Velox and.
You know what that does, Brett? Never mind.
Also, why does it smell like blood out here? Is it the coppery smell? What is that?
Oh, that's just the swamp. Something probably got eaten a minute ago.
Hold on, let me roll a d1 under it. Just because I want to for the swamp. You hear, Deli, what sounds like a loud sploosh. And you're probably sure that's a gator probably munching on a smaller woodland creature that got too close.
Oh, did that bitch follow me?
What bitch?
Don't worry about it. Just making dumb jokes.
Well, now that's going to be relevant to the plot.
Exactly.
Is there
Then he starts
something-
using a spell that you guys I don't know if you've actually seen him use this, but he starts casting, and just sections of the dirt start getting moved to the side, and he's making himself like a little clear waterway.
What are you looking for, Fangs?
Anything that might be a possible threat.
I mean, from your hunter mindset, you know, a lot of this place kind of gives you the same feeling of the Grand Wilds, where it's a lot of wild animals, but nothing like smart enough that you couldn't probably scare away or like stab once and it might run away.
He's gonna just ready his longbow.
God. All right.
Is there something coming, Fangs?
Nothing to be concerned about, but in case they decide to, I believe the word is get too close.
Oh,
Jesus.
So then
Alright.
he runs a much longer copper tube that kind of squiggles around in the nice cold water, coming out of the secondary barrel. So it starts with the copper one, goes into the wooden one, and then it'll finish out with just like a long copper tube that just
Alright.
ends. And
You have
then
your oops, sorry.
he just he starts a small fire under the copper one with all of his ingredients in it. Pops a squat. Alright. Now we just wait for the magic to happen.
I thought you were a visit.
Are you going to cast a spell?
I already did.
Jesus Christ.
So the magic has happened?
Yes.
But you just moved dirt, though.
But I think I also had him using fire.
My God.
No, I lit that. I ain't got no fire spells.
Oh,
Alright, Jeebus, you have your brewer's kit tools, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many are you trying to make? Just so I know, because like, how many water containers do you have? Like, just without the lucky water and everything that you're throwing in about, and I'll kind of like judge it from there.
I have four.
Okay.
From the
I'll
cave,
give you.
specifically.
Okay. Roll me your brewer's kit, and I'll tell you how much you can make off of that. And I'll
Yeah.
kind of just go from the.
10.
Oh. So, Deli, it's been a while, and this is definitely this cave water is definitely a little bit different because it's a lot colder than mire water because of a lot of the not regulations, but a lot of the airflow that was in there being used as like a cooling unit. So as you kind of do that, it's you're kind of the flame starts going on and off, like flickering a lot more as it's kind of splashing all around. So, you make. You said you had four like four jars of water.
Yeah.
Do you have any extras like to store or no?
Oh yeah, no, I have a bunch of empty jars.
Okay. You can make at least from that with the kind of average roll about 2 jars.
Oh hell, that's a low yield. Well,
Perhaps you will need a stronger magic.
no, I think my mash went off. I need to get some more supplies. Well, Jimmy, we'll sell this as premium because it's rare.
Jimmy, you see him put on his glasses and kind of like counting on his fingers, almost like he always does whenever he's trying to do the math for it. And it's like, wow.
Yep.
And he'll just take the 2 jars and put them in his pack. Nope.
Not even
That.
enough for me to have one.
All right.
I don't suppose you can actually just drink from what you have created.
I mean, I
You could drink-
could, but we ain't gonna make no money off it if I drank it all.
I mean,
We'll
you
head
could
back
drink
to
it.
the bar and just go get something from Warren.
Drink some swill if you want. Kill yourself.
Yeah,
Moonshine
so
swill.
he starts putting everything back together and gets it all tidied up. Uses Move Earth to put the dirt back. Right. Always clean up after yourself.
Fangs looks around.
You see Jimmy as Deli's moving the earth, like kicking a small mound of dirt that kind of was missed and fell off, and like he's kicking it into it and like patting it down.
I understand the concept of mud bath, but I don't think that applies to us.
Right. Well, I mean, that's all I had to do tonight. I thought that was going to take a bit longer, but I'll have to just collect some more water. This shit that's in these pools here ain't nothing good for drinking in it, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, you notice, like, since a lot of this doesn't let out to anywhere and it's all kind of just in the ground, especially shitty groundwater will not make good shine unless you want shine with shit in it. Which some people have sold before. Not great.
Yeah, it kind of end up shitting for days, but it'll get you hammered.
Some people that made it got the shine fever, which is the worst part. Anyway.
Again, with the alcohol content to shine, it's like, how the hell?
Oh, Myers got some strong bugs.
What do you mean you got sick off shine? I don't know, but whatever it was immune to 99% proof.
Just like crawling around out of his tongue as he's drinking it.
It's 100% pure grain alcohol.
And 99% bug. The true Meyer fashion. Anyway.
Wait, isn't shine made from corn?
Corn and grain.
Yeah, corn grain, but the water source is what you
Like
use to distill it.
key.
Kind of like
Yeah, I know.
it's kind of like the equivalent of using a bong, almost.
Yeah.
But with
Well, still.
yeah.
I guess I should mention that my family was rum runners and moonshiners.
Is this how you make it? Huh. I don't remember. Mom, how do you make moonshine?
Well, a long time ago, before the horse thievery and the British killing.
And the
I
blindness.
don't know,
I in one of the houses I lived in, we actually had a still.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I had one at the museum.
I have a well in
A
my
lot of
basement
fun, to be honest.
that's actually closed up because it was used by miners, and I don't ever want to open it because I don't know if I'll die falling into it. Anyway.
Probably. But Fangs just look around. Again, after he made a little mud bath comment, he just simply add, I suppose the...
Oh my god. Give me 1 second. I have to think about this. Oh!
She smelled it.
I still have my 21%.
I know.
So
Give me a
loud.
minute. I never thought I would roll about 100 in my lifetime.
Here's the thing: never have any expectations with the dice.
I actually think I've rolled 100 twice in this game, by the way, and I hate it. I need to stop. Anyway.
Oh, how are we dying?
No, Fangs. For a brief moment, as you're kind of looking for threats, the alligators, the whatnot, you see... Give me 1 second, I'll throw the token down. this person kind some shimmering through the trees, looking at you for like maybe the briefest of seconds before it's gone.
I'll give it a warning shot.
Even before you shoot it, it's whatever it was seems to be gone.
I believe we had a scout watching us.
Did you just try to take a shot at someone?
What now?
There was a. He's still looking at the direction while notching another arrow. There was an individual watching us.
We gotta go.
God damn
I
it.
believe it was female elf, perhaps.
Oh, she told me she'd find me one day. Let's go.
Wait, did
Deli,
you
you're pretty sure it's not this woman, but maybe that other one may find you. She's still looking. But anyway.
Diana, would you mind walking with Justice while I take the back?
That's fine. I have little legs.
I got tiny legs. Anyway, so are you guys making your way back to the train then?
Yep, and Fangs will be
Yup.
on
Okay.
the lookout
Yeah,
for
I
that
need
figure.
booze.
Oh,
Ah, I know a guy. His name's Jeff. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was Warren.
on the way back to Justice? Diana, this is a bad question, I know, but being as I have absolutely no frame of reference, if I describe someone to you, would you tell me if they were hot or not? 'Cause that way I can at least give Jelly an idea.
I could
Fucking-
should try.
Oh, my-
She will do the best she can to describe.
Are you trying to describe the Canary?
Yeah.
Here, I'll shoot the image then.
The character
Let me
that
make
Harley has never seen.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, have I even?
No, I haven't shown to players yet, but I'll just show it now.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
What I imagine. Go, she's hot.
Nice.
That's
Why
what
would
Justice
she
is
be
kind of like,
hot?
because the first minutes I saw myself, am I?
Almost like it comes with clothes.
God damn it, this party is gonna be my death. And I love it. Dude, this session's already going off to a banger start.
Yeah, I
At
also
least it still didn't explode.
No. That's why it's off to a banger start, because Deli tried banging it a few times and it fucked up. Jimmy kicked the piping, actually. He tripped over it. That's why it only got 2, and he rolled so bad.
Maybe Jimmy needs to shine.
Jimmy's actually trying to destroy the Shine, to destroy Deli's empire, because Jimmy's the actual ringleader of the Shine industry.
I don't know who makes it for him.
One of.
Don't you fucking dare.
No. Anyway,
Oh,
so
yeah, that might play it later.
you make your way.
should
Sorry,
I
go
roll
ahead.
perception for any signs of that individual again?
Go ahead. I'll roll another D100 and see to God, pray to God I fuck up again. I hate my fucking life. Thank God. Jesus Christ. You do not see her, but you definitely know whoever that was kind of weird, because she did seem like to have almost a regal attire compared to what everyone else seemed to be wearing.
It seemed, if I recall, she had shamanistic bearing.
Oh. Oh, it weren't no Matilda then.
Who's Matilda?
She's some crazy lady I gave a jar shine to. She's following me around asking for more freebies. Aggressively.
Could you give me spell that out for me? That might become a thing now. Don't ever say anything in my press. All right, I'm gonna write that down and copy that real quick and shove that somewhere.
Freebies. You mean those round disc things?
It's a frisbee.
Are they not the same?
No, a freebie is when someone gives you something for free that usually it costs something.
I hate you so much, Miser.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the business model for a new client who's offering a lot of money for a. You give them a taste, and if they like it, they buy some more. But I think she wanted a little extra.
Why not just charge her?
Puts
It-
just puts a hand on his like forearm because I can't reach his shoulder. Oh, buddy.
Wait, do you mean she was after you?
Either me or Jimmy.
Jimmy
It's
just
not
looks
that.
at you, and
She
is like,
followed you home.
he
God,
points at the giant money sack on his back.
So she's found you a desirable mate.
Oh
No,
my god.
just no. To Warren, alcohol.
Oh, anything in particular?
Take a look at me.
I,
What do I think? What do you think I want?
I'll figure something out. As he's kind of talking to Billiam for a second, as he kind of looks up as the rest of you in. And yeah, so there's Edgar over here. There's him. Oh, God, I'm forgetting names. There's fucking, I think Welrick? Yeah, Welrick. Give me a minute, because I have to look through my NPCs. Luminar. Yeah, Welrick. And then the other people over Honda having a drink.
So I have a question.
Go right ahead. I have an
How
answer.
does one start to inquire about finding people?
Talk to
Like
person,
how?
hope they have information.
Well, yeah.
Like
How do I know who to talk to?
you don't. That's kind of the thing with D&D.
Got
You have to you have to kind of treat it like an actual conversation and pray to God they know. And then that's where I as a DM would know who would and who wouldn't know, but that you wouldn't have that information to yourself. I do.
So like you gotta think about it like in real life. If you're looking for like a clergy member, you go to like churches. You're looking for a random person. Bars actually are usually a good source of bartenders. Usually know their clientele. Looking for a nerd, you go to the library. That kind of thing.
Or or you could pray to God that this one person randomly would know it and maybe they might. So it is kind of like it is like real life interactions where finding information just depends on who you talk to and who might know who.
Got it.
Justice,
Yes.
the winged horned woman that we had met yesterday prior is over there. I believe you said you had something of unfinished business.
Right, she was the one that with the corruption.
Don't say that word.
Oh, I have a question. Do we do this loud or polite?
I mean, let's try to be polite. I do not want to pay for repairs for Warren here. This place, I know who built it, and it's fucking expensive.
Also, if you fight my bar, I'm gonna let you know right now. I will throw your ass out. I don't care if I know you or not.
Can you even lip me?
Let me roll something. Cause Delhi, he picks you up with like you're nothing. Yes, now don't fight my fucking bar.
Right.
That's
a first.
As soon as you say that, you feel like the legs leave the ground of the table, and you're just in the air like about 5-10 feet. Or about 5 feet, not 10 feet. That's a little much.
The question is, does Deli have a problem with being off the ground?
Yes.
I don't. He's a gravity wizard. He should be fine. Normal.
On the ground. I'm a large man. When I fall, it hurts.
Don't worry.
I'm usually never higher than 3 feet. I fell off a balcony yesterday.
Wait, why were you? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask.
We tried to leave the party early without anyone noticing. It did not work.
Oh,
It did not work.
yeah, that.
Then,
Sorry, go ahead.
then we encountered complications.
Anything in particular?
If I recall correctly, you ripped someone's spine out, and we had another woman turn entirely into a puddle of goo.
That's interesting.
Average Meyer shit, really.
That is actually common in the Grand Wild.
I was being
Well, the spine
sarcastic.
ripping, yes, not so much the puddle of goo.
One of the people was odd, to say the least. A foul curse, which, considering the chain of events, he looks over to Lexi's direction to see if she's looking, or rather, he's.
No, she seems to be talking with the other two over here right now, and they seem to be having a decent time. She's sipping on what looks like here. I'll show Z because I haven't shown this one in a while. On what looks like a martini drink. The other one seems to be sipping. Fuck, I don't know. Basically, what looks like an ale mug through like the small port on near his mouth, or what would be a mouth, and then this one is just kind of sipping a decent sized glass of wine.
It was just odd that the Vadrano's place people were changed in a way that was unnatural. The woman that turned to a goop, black ichor thing, one such problem, and we do not know if it was contagious, like a plague.
I mean, I knew Fedrina was a weird individual, kind of wacko living rich person in the mire. Excuse me, and he kind of looks over at Deli.
Everybody looks at Deli.
What? No, I'm average as hell for the Meyer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Agreed.
But I didn't think he'd have weird, or there'd be something weird going on there. What I remember from my last time here, it was just a simple clear out some grung. Maybe we fought a few people, call it a day.
Yes, it was going around that similar route until the grung were also turned blackish with that same ichor. But we somehow learned it was actually from Vadrano's locale.
That wrong music. There we go.
And it seemed that one of our own was almost infected because of
No, I
drinking.
was, and Diana was, and...
So we are not sure if it's still active.
Well, at the very most, I could sell you some drinks, as you know, but I don't think anything else would heal whatever the fuck that stuff is you're even describing, or I don't even know where to begin with it.
I'm more concerned if the one behind us was acting odd in a way of too much touching.
Actually, at that point, Justice kind of just like her walking stick, she just brings it up and then like reaches across the table and pokes Deli in the beard where the bell is.
It doesn't seem to make a sound. It actually hasn't since the loud ringing at Fedrino's.
Well, I would imagine in that case that
Yeah, now it's just an accessory. He just it's still in his beard.
Yeah.
So
There's
that
also
would-
like some corn chips in your beard, probably some flakes of like dirt and dust. Everything.
Yeah, I don't know that clean everything spell.
that
That
leaves us with
sounds
two
useful.
things. She's either does some other corruption, or maybe she is okay, like the others.
Did I learn
But
it?
learned what?
How about that spell that cleans almost everything? Like, but I was like one of the first spells I learned in school.
I
did
mean-
not even know I was capable of this magic you speak of.
I've seen you cast a couple spells.
So casting spells now?
Was I? He looks
It looked like it.
genuinely confused. I was only praying to my ancestors.
Well, I mean, you must be a cleric then, because that's how they get them spells, right? They pray for it, and then this shit happen.
Or they sacrifice a bunch of innocent people to something and then something happens.
That's something.
that's
I'm
something
familiar
else.
with the red claws.
I think that's a warlock.
Fucking that name. Anyway.
So they lick things.
God damn it.
I think in some companies that's how you claim something as yours, you licked it.
Normally we just claim things by force.
Justice, you know that as the act of Liechtenstein. No, sorry, Liechtenstein. Sorry, I was too good to pass up. Oh god. I'll spell that out.
This mariner.
Though I suppose
Liechtenstein.
I shall ask for 2 shots of blood honey.
Coming right up. Pretty sure that's how you spell Liechtenstein, but like changed. So yeah, you hear the usual snap of this half-orc bartender, and his tattoos begin to glow. And again, Fangs, you are treated to your blood honey drinks. I was gonna say Lichten 9 when they don't want it and they refuse it. Anyway. Do you want anything, Diana or Justice, or no?
Yeah.
I'll just care for anything specific, what, ladies, or are we just gonna? You want me to surprise you?
Never.
Anything except for wine.
I think
let's
scotch
see.
on the rocks.
You hear the usual snap, Justice, and a small glass of scotch kind of lands in front of you. And Diana, let me roll a d8 to see what you will get, because you said it, anything but wine. Actually, I'll roll a d7.
I understand you dealt with that weird contagion when you drank that.
Oh my god. Give me a minute.
It's always me.
It's not even you. It's just me rolling tremendously well for the stupid shit. You get the equivalent of a grain alcohol in a glass.
Oh, she got
Like-
absent?
Well, that Absol or Everclear. Pick your poison.
Oh god.
Yikes.
Give me a trash can.
Why do you need a trash can?
It's a beverage. And it makes all the bad memories go away.
What is a trash can, actually?
Okay, I got this. It's gin, vodka, rum, triple sec, blue curacao, and Red Bull.
That just sounds like jungle juice.
Pretty much.
Are we just turning this into what's
A
that
college.
game with
This-
drinking?
No, this is just turning into a college dorm party of drinking at this point.
No. There's a D&D game where you're in a tavern and you have to mix the drinks and drink them.
Dude, that sounds awesome. Maybe next time. Anyway, so he does that, and you get like a very stylized cup because he's probably made this a few times for the very bad people that tend to want to completely forget everything. And Deli, the design of the mug looks like a small kind of trash can, and even the handles kind of have like more of a decent look to them.
You are a savant at your craft.
I mean, you know what I had to trade for it, so.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, I walked more in 24 hours than I did in 3 months. So,
Of.
walking?
I mean, there was a lot of rolling too.
That was only on the stairs.
There was also a
Yes,
lot
it
of
was a couple of
stabbing.
times.
What are you? Just so I know as a player, what are you asking for, Jeebus?
What?
What are you asking Warren for? Because my brain just stopped for a minute there.
I wasn't asking
You're
you
asking-
anything.
Oh, you said walking. My
Yeah,
brain processed
yeah.
the wrong way.
Deli walked 30 miles yesterday.
Oh,
The
okay.
fat guy's tired.
Nah. Anyway, so yeah, you guys all have your drinks. You could drink or do whatever you like. Warren's probably gonna go back and start serving some other people. Just so you know, it's a lot more filled than I have. That's just these are the as obviously like the mainstay people. So
Important NPCs that we make.
Pretty much.
with.
Do I need a roll since I have a tiny body?
if you drink it, you're gonna have to roll a Constitution. I will say.
Oh, yeah, so do I, since I'm drinking
Yeah.
too.
Oh wait, it's not. Nope, we're good.
Down your head, it's a table.
Damn my
No.
dwarven constitution.
Dell, you have advantage if you
Oh,
want to try
fuck,
again.
I do.
Because you poison.
Well, I
Nothing.
drank both, one for each.
19. Deli, you're fine. Somehow you drink all of that and you don't forget. The only thing you forget is why the fuck did I just drink all this shit? Because it tastes horrible.
Actually, they taste really fucking good.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never drank
Oh,
in.
it's so good.
It's
Okay.
really good.
Jeebus, you're making me one then when I come over.
Okay.
Whenever. When I come out to Colorado for some reason. Anyway, Fangs.
Well,
First one, no. Second one, kind of catch yourself a little bit more. Justice, what did you get? You just got a Scotch on the rocks. Drank it before, you're fine.
well, I'm liquored up. Let's go talk to some pretty ladies and try not to kill anyone.
Are you seeking mates, I'm guessing?
No, I thought we were gonna talk to them down there. At least two of them are pretty ladies. I ain't sure about the one in the armor, but we can figure it out.
Jesus
I was under
Christ.
the impression that they were still changed, but if they're not, then there's no reason to be on alarm.
Well, there was no fighting in here, so
As Warren said,
it's not the man who makes my drinks.
he might not have weapons, but he has his fists. Anyway.
I will come along with and stand menacingly if you need that.
Look at just the bouncer with fangs. Dana, you're inebriated as shit. You're seeing colors.
I'm
Or
not really
you're
sure.
You're tasting colors, sorry.
Do you require assistance, Diana?
Oh, I got her this time. Come here.
I was whining, throwing up, lock it. Oh, I lost my accent.
She got so drunk her accent went away.
You don't sound like no halfling.
Apparently all halflings are fucking posh British. And their dads are Irish.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I've seen this before. I've heard some drink that gives you wings, but grain alcohol gives you 4-wheel drive.
4 wheels. Looks
You ain't never seen a cart before?
horse-drawn ones, yes.
Right.
Some call it horsepower. Anyway.
Yeah. Now, do you want to be on the shoulder, or do you think you can walk?
I can walk.
Alright.
Diana, roll me
That
a dex
way.
save as you try to walk. Because you are, like, the equivalent of you
Yeah.
fall on your face.
Oh, alright, come here. throw her up on the shoulder.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do you need
Just,
assistance? Justice.
I'm fine.
place your tokens where you want to be, and then I'll go from there. As you guys approach the table, there seems to be idle chit chat here and there. Nothing of too much importance from what you can tell, outside of just a few conversations here and there about drinking. And then you hear Wexy sell. And then there was this one time, and then she kind of looks at you. Never mind. I'll have to save that story for another time. It seems we have guests. And she's kind of looking at the rest of the party. Is there anything I can do for all of you? And you see her kind of running her finger around the rim of her martini glass.
I'm looking for someone.
I'd like to insider.
What exactly? Just so I know.
I would like to insight Lexi to know if she knows exactly why the fuck I'm standing there.
Go ahead. Cheers! She doesn't know entirely why you're here, but she can make assumptions pretty well, and from the aura she's giving off, she definitely knows something. And who might you be looking for? She's kind of looking at you, Diana.
Huh?
You said you were looking for someone? To her?
Who are you?
Just one can't handle alcohol, can she? She's kind of laughing at you.
Justice steps up, puts a hand on Diana's shoulder. Alright, so. Just gonna ask this once myself. Did you the one who spread that corruption to me during the party or not?
No. Well, how do I put this? I was trying to test something. You do not realize you're not the only people that know about the gifts and the anchors, right? She's kind of looking at you, and Deli, she's looking directly at your beard.
I mean, I figured. Kind of hope.
I mean, I didn't want to go into this completely blind.
I mean, you already are, dear.
I still see better than you do.
You can think whatever you wish. Now then, Nova, move over, please. For the rest of them, they probably want to hear a story. And you kind of just hear this man kind of grunt and then move over. Now think
it
of it
was
like...
a dude.
Now think of it like this. How does a whole family, the Dictus family, or at least 2 of them, get it... Shut up.
That was Zelly.
I know. Get into a game randomly, and she kind of uses air quotes. Though you could also roll a history on that because you might know the name.
Yeah.
Depends if you care
I was
enough
gonna
or not.
ask, but I thought she would have. She's about to have more.
Okay.
16.
You know exactly who it is. You can look through your notes. I'm not gonna spell out everything, just so you can kind of play off it RP wise. Do you have your doc open? I can give you a refresher if you want.
No,
Yeah,
continue on.
Okay. Well, think of it like this. How do I put this? Do you know of the symmetry, the common theory of the symmetry of magic and anti-magic? This is where we're getting.
Concept, yes.
I mean,
I'm
I
sorry,
heard
what?
a counterspell before.
In the most
No.
brazen terminology, yes.
The idea is for every how do I put this? Every grain or ounce of magic energy there must also be an opposite anti-magic energy in order to create most things, or at least a commonly held belief among most. So the thought is, well, what happens when the two meet in the middle? When anti-magic and magic meet, at least on a stronger level than the normal, oh, this anti-magic item stops the magic. He's kind of looking at you. Two.
Boom.
Yes, that's what creates wild magic surges. Just the idea of massive amounts of energy combining together to try to cancel each other out, thus causing an explosion that creates that. Now, what happens if someone starts using overabundance of regular magic, say that of a stronger being, perhaps of an upper echelon, and starts scarring the land? Then there must be a counterbalance, so to speak, in order to make sure the symmetry remains exactly the same. And this, in essence, is what the corruption is. A counterbalance to an overabundance of magic energy. Though, on a base level, it's why most corruption goes after magic users.
Oh,
Because
hell.
it sees them as threats. At least the simple-minded ones. But think of us as, how do I put this? A machine, the corruption as a machine that's gone too far. It tried to overcorrect and balance it out, but now it seems to be shifting the other way. However, and she says, again, running her finger around the rim of the glass, corruption in and of itself, with wild magic surges and energy it produces, leaves a great market for people that need decent supplies of energy sources, considering the explosions that it makes. You see where I'm getting at, why some people don't want this to go away, and see it as a return on investment.
Does that explain your absence with the Vedrano incident?
Yes and no. The Umbris Armis were tasked by a certain group to locate and find anchors, or at least to a smaller degree, and subdue them and make sure the surrounding areas don't suffer from this. For if people were to have rather infinite supply of sources or strong anti-magic energies that can create either parasites or something worse, well, you can guess what the outcome can be. Not that hard. That among other things.
I take it you then are familiar with the name Astra.
Let me roll something.
On a side note, you got the name right for once. Being drunk makes it easier for you to speak.
I do not make habits of drinking, but
You
you
haven't-
are my war band.
Astra. I believe I heard the name. She's one of the guardians of the ethereal border now.
Is that what she is?
Yes, subservient to the queen of all neutrality, which is kind of ironic, considering she's trying to find a balance, yet wishes the corruption not to touch her little pets.
I mean, on the theoretical note, I mean, it's only one theory. The other theory states that the universe exists in chaos, and
No, sadly that's not. Theory seems to lay a bit more in a forgotten realm, perhaps somewhere. Sorry. That hurt me to say.
That put
Well-
a smile on my face.
Anyway. But to get to the point, what exactly I had put on your ears was similar, a piece of glass we had recovered from around the area, and I wished to see how exactly it would react to the gifts, as we had not seen them in person. Figured someone else may happen to run into them. Don't think you were the only one marked around here. I had put marks on all of the other teammates, just to see what, or other contestants, to see what would tick.
That is a large net to be casting for a small catch.
You call it small, but identifying things that can break the corruption and wither it down to nothing seems to be a large gain for such a large net now. It's the equivalent of fishing for trout, but then catching a shark.
And yet,
there are small sharks too.
and yet the method was risky from the looks of it. What if these shards you put on the people would have corrupted them instead?
They were. We had put a, as they say, magic barrier, or at least around some of them, to try to alleviate any breakage. And plus, where I had hidden them, most wouldn't have done damage. Though, hiding it on a blind woman is generally hard, so I figured the ears would get the most attention.
Did you by any chance place such a marker on a individual name? Well, the Elda one.
No, who did I place for that little group? Fuck, I need to actually remember, because that would have been... That would have been Farah... No, I placed it on the Minotaur as he was playing a small ditty when I had gotten his attention. Oh wait, no, she was part of... Hold on, I have to think. Sorry, my brain's... I have to go through teams again, so I'm looking through my notes. Sorry. No, I had placed it on the bookman. He was too distracted by his reading, so... He didn't seem to even notice.
Hmm. So should this net of yours not have caught your catch, what then?
We return home, say mission failed, and then go look for the next gift, and pray we try to find it. It's not exactly an exact science considering what this stuff is. Trying to find wild magic surging beasts while walking around isn't exactly Oh, I just found it and happened upon it. Well, it's all over the world. Or at least all over Hollow Swag. It's like looking for a giant needle in a haystack, but the haystack is set on fire at the same time.
Curious. And you do know what the portals are, then?
Yes, they're, ethereal beings that tend to enjoy our plane, and they feed off generally anti-magic energy. They are what I will call the natural ways that the world tries to balance itself.
And
You can now
yet-
see the problem why. What they can do. Alright, sorry, go ahead.
And yet, from my understanding, they don't seem to be natural either.
Well, everything lives and dies. Corporals are just what happens when... You know what a lich is, correct?
Why do I have to lick something?
No, she's not talking... I'm not talking about licked in mine. Talking about a lich. A lich is a being that tries to use magical energy to preserve themselves after death. More or less. I'm kind of paraphrasing. But it's a similar idea, except the magical energy itself isn't stored, and rather than coming back as a human being with some retention of knowledge, it comes back as a... Well, you've seen them before, I don't have to describe them to you.
I don't think I have seen a lich.
No, I meant the corporals, dear.
Those I have seen.
Yes, most people don't even know what they are. They just see small shimmers in their eye and think it's something in them. Maybe they're going crazy.
Could they take on a humanoid appearance?
Depends on how strong of the magic they've gathered while in the prime material. They can take on any form. They just need to shimmer.
Then, going on that thought, there was a individual that had a similar shimmering effect.
Oh, no, dear. No. That is a different thing entirely.
Is it?
What is it called? I would believe you'd have to ask him about it, but I know it is definitely not what you are thinking it is. It's... God, I haven't read my notes in forever on this one. They're really old notes. Do apologize.
I suppose the summarized question would be kill on sight or leave it alone.
Think of it as another race, dear. See, would you just kill another race because they exist?
If they get in my way, yes.
Yeah, he was probably a bad one to bring that example to.
I'm pretty sure he ate his own brother or something.
That is incorrect.
But it wouldn't surprise me if you had said yes.
No.
Not that mean. Jesus. Anyway,
There's just a flat, very cold no.
now is there anything else you wish to inquire from me? I was quite enjoying my drink until I started. Or perhaps Mr. Cloudcatcher, or yourself, Miss... what is it? Read the notes on most of the people coming here. Fuck, I forget Justice's last name, give me a minute. Windethorm? Or Windetherm? I forget. Windowtherm. Windowther, okay.
Wormdata. Yeah, Wormdata.
Wormdata. Or Wormdether, okay. Or Worm... God, that's gonna...
It's a Norwegian name.
Wormdetha. Wormdetha, okay, I got it. Miss Wormdetha.
Man, after living 300 years in a fucking swamp, I thought people would forget about me by now.
Delhi, nobody forgets about you. You're 300 pounds of 3 feet.
Raw
Also-
dwarf.
Also, we did have the small advantage of having access to most everyone that was invited, so tend to do a little digging, except for that one over there. She points at Fangs. You're more of an enigma.
Mm. Well, I don't suppose anyone is insane enough to enter the Grand Wilds.
Unless you're going to Spire Town, no.
Wise choice.
Well,
Fangs helps Diana and starts heading back to the table and gives Deli one look. I believe most of us have concluded our business. But I am curious as to why she called you Cloud Catcher when you're more focused on catching the moonshines.
God, I hate that.
you ain't wrong, kid.
In other words, Deli's rich.
Oh, I'm well aware of Mr. Cloudcatcher's familial wealth.
Speaking of them, haven't had contact in a while. Heard any news? How's our little competition doing?
You're asking Mattis Corp to give critical information on the Cloudcatcher Emprise? I'm appalled. Do you think me that much of a shady businesswoman? She says with a smirk.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Like I said, I've been living down in the mine for about 300 years, so relevant information, really.
Well, you may not know this, but Weston has fully taken over most of the Cloudcatcher Enterprise by now.
Fucking course.
Yes, your father and mother are, as they say, in greener pastures, meaning they're quite literally out right now in greener pastures, relaxing outside of.
No, they got a townhouse out there, yeah.
Yes, and they transferred most assets over to Warren. Outside, or not Warren,
That's not
Jesus,
war.
Weston.
Yeah.
Too many W names. That's me though. That's a me problem. Mary Jane seems to run most of the railway going to the north. So, if you haven't, or at least familiar with that, I may have contacted you or tried to reach out to people while here. She says as she's sipping her martini.
Oh, they've tried, but there's just a bunch of broken robot parts in my old shack right now.
Yes, I was never quite fond of metallic birds. I'd rather organic wings. Especially when they're stitched onto people, they make for quite an entertaining puppet. Oh, sorry, that's more of my succubus side getting the better of me again. And she says as she drinks more of her martini.
Well, if you hear anything interesting, let me know. I'm pretty sure you'll figure out a way to contact us.
Well, the Umbrus Armus is always interested in business propositions, Mr. Cloudcatcher. If you wish to make a deal, perhaps we could work something out under the table, so to say.
Well, as you probably figured out, don't have much access to the family money no more, but favor
I
for
don't
a
need-
favor.
Yes, I don't need your money. If I can find a way to take competition down and allow Mattis Corp to have a little bit more gain, considering we try to help people, rather than just sell your damn machines.
Why do you think
Fly
I
all in the air.
Trying to make money
Well,
off the poor didn't like the family business ideal, so...
Don't see why you didn't just come with us, then. Would have made for an interesting switch up.
Doors are different. Have a good night.
You as well, Mr. Cloudcatcher.
Stop that.
Sorry, I have my more business-like appearance. Got to impress the wife and all that bullshit. She says she's drinking her glass and looks at Mona for a minute. Anyway,
I am curious why the winged pink one referred to you from different names than what I know you as.
Oh, I
Points
think
to-
I remember telling y'all about this before, but I mean, I wasn't born with the name Potbelly Deli. I was born Dylan or Cloudcatcher of, well, the Cloudcatcher Association. Big old tech corporation up north. Can't walk 2 blocks without seeing our logo.
So you are part of a bigger clan then.
Oh, yeah. Apart. Technically.
I did say before you are still simply Deli.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes, it is confusing to add extra names to names that you don't even use or wish to have.
Hello, hello,
Look at Diana still toasted.
Little D,
Yeah, then
if we ever up in my family's estate, you can keep your hands outside your pockets.
oh my.
But I think my brothers weren't like that.
Oh, neither would mine. That's why I say you can do it.
I'm pretty sure there's
That's mission.
populations that would be interested in that.
All right.
I am also curious why the pink one called Justice Word Data.
Run
Don't
the
know.
It's my family name. Like you have a clan name, except
Yes,
it comes
but
with
I do
blood.
but I don't walk around claiming to be Fangs on Blades Shadow Lurker or Fangs on Blades Red Claw. It's simply
Diana.
Fangs. Yes, Diana.
Justice kind of closes her eyes and like rubs her face a little bit. Believe me, if I could fake my death today, I would do it.
I'm sure there can
You know,
be
I can
some
learn a
way-
spell that can help with that.
Oh my
Does
god.
it look any different when you close your eyes?
No, it just gets darker.
It don't change.
All
It's
right.
It is the feeling of the eyelids closing.
My eyes still have to be hydrated, you know.
Jesus.
I still blink. It's just not
That.
much.
So I'm gonna ask this real quick. Then, do you guys have anything else you wish to do before the train heads off, and you need to grab all your gear? I know Diana probably wants to go shopping, but I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
if you
well, I
wanted
mean, we'll
to
be
do
going to the
anything.
shopping center to grab all of the stuff that we ordered, so.
Okay.
See if they
I
got
would
what
have no idea what she would get.
So I'll kind of explain what they have. They literally, there's only like 3 shops anyway. So you have basically a smithy to make you a weapon. It wouldn't be magical or anything because you have a clothes what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say a boutique, but not entirely. It's just someone that makes clothes.
It's like, yeah, just call him a clother.
Taylor.
That's usually.
Taylor, thank you.
Crazy old man covered in moss.
Not to be confused with your mom named Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually
Mother?
Taylor. Your mom came down here. Mother, why are you down here? I can't believe it. Anyway,
like for Diana, I could only think like maybe getting we have a short bow, so maybe some more arrows or whatever, like crossbow bolts, whatever you
Throw
use,
stuff.
and
yeah, basically.
possibly upgrading your armor from leather to studded leather.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
that'll up your AC by what, 2
Uh,
or 1?
One
No,
or
I think
2.
it's 1 because Casper had studded like the whole time and
yeah.
Okay.
Studded is a 12 plus dex.
okay. And I think normal is at 11 plus dex, so yeah, it is a +1. I
Sweet.
remembered. Okay, so yeah, you guys, after the talk with Wexy, you have a generally uneventful kind of night. A lot of people come in and out. Doesn't seem like anything much has happened, and over the next 2 days, you kind of are slowly making your way back to the shop. And let me just where is it? Because I had a lot of
How much
maps.
was our round? I'll get it this time.
Fuck, I forget. Give me a minute. Let me see. You got
Just 4
Everclear.
drinks.
Probably like 2 gold. It's not that much.
Yeah, I got it.
There's Jimmy.
Do not know. Am I supposed
Yeah, you
to?
didn't see Jimmy come. No, you didn't see Jimmy come in with you.
No, that was the question to the party. Am I supposed to?
No, I was just curious. I hadn't heard him selling.
Jimmy seems self-sufficient enough.
I mean,
didn't
he
get-
kind of tends to wander off sometimes.
All right, you guys are all right here going again to the British kind of area that was outside of. I'm so glad I didn't really have to change the music because it just fits so well for this whole theme. It's just very calm, relaxing guitar mire music. I'll just go back to the swamp music because go back to that as you're walking through the mire again. And Diana, you are right here, inebriated, though probably a pounding headache after what the fuck just happened last night of drinking basically a I want a decent sized glass of Everclear of grain alcohol. All right. You guys have the floor to do what you wish and grab your shit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head over to the
I-
blacksmith. Hopefully, she got my measurements right.
Same as I need new armaments.
Oh, shite. Shite. I
I just passed my tail.
Is this? I could say burning hills. All 9 of them. Or 20. Whichever one you described to.
And as I'm moving,
Mhm.
I tell Diana there is a shopkeeper with the small animals that he is selling.
God, I forgot.
And
Brute selling some shit.
one of them sells, I believe, clothing, though not ceremonial. And there is a smith that should have finished the weaponry and gear that we have requested. Should have another spare of arrow quivers.
Okay. So where would I go to get the stuff?
That would you would go to this individual whammon by the name of Arad Melton.
Sweet.
It's a really bad pun that I still hate that I made it while I was half asleep writing last session. Anyway. So as you head over, Arad sees both of you and like, oh, I was able to finish a lot of your work, Mr. Deli, was it? Here is your armor, and she puts like a really like it doesn't look like heavy, but it just looks bulky for medium armor. But it's more to fit, so
Oh, hell yeah. That's
And for
exactly
you-
what I was looking for.
and for you, sir, I have your what are they? They're not scabbards, they're scimitars. Took me a while to try to think how to make them, but with a little luck in trying to make my own what are they? My own molds. I was able to at least craft them. You actually see what they look, though, a little bit off around the curve of the blade. They do seem like what a normal scimitar would actually look like for the most part for someone that didn't know what they were doing.
With
That's not gonna.
practice-
Sorry. That's not gonna reduce damage or anything. Just so you know, it's just more for the.
Yeah, flavor. I gotcha.
Okay.
Fangs be examining them, give a couple of practice swings, and then just says, "This is acceptable.
Hmm.
With
I
more
was-
practice, you can perfect the finer points of the blade."
I don't know how many people are gonna want to use scimitars though. Most people prefer the longsword for the slashing and the stabbing, or sometimes weird metal clubs. Don't prefer those either. Waste a lot of metal, especially with the shavings and stuff to make indents in them.
Each tool has its purpose.
And do you need anything, lassie? And she looks over at you, Diana, with your hand. Are your hands in your pocket?
Yes.
And she'll look at you.
I just need to upgrade this leather armor. I don't need anything fancy.
Ah, should take me. You want a few metal pieces in it here and there? I could probably do it for what is it? Shit. Let me look at how much gold you have as a DM, so I know what I am charging. I actually forget how much the leather is. I think it's only like 10 gold, or maybe a little bit more.
Well,
You should be fine because you have like
I
platinum
know.
anyway.
I know. I just converted all of it.
Studded. Fuck, I need to look up studded leather. Fuck.
Oh, I have
Crap.
AC now.
Okay, it's 45 gold. It's a little bit more than I thought it was for studded. It'll be 45 gold for at least to get what you're looking for.
I have to do hard math. Hold on.
One
It'll
platinum
be
piece is
4.
worth 10 gold.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. And it was 45.
So that'd be yeah. So that'd be 400. Then not 450. Jesus, that'd be
Platinum.
five platinum. Yeah,
Okay. Sweet. That'll do.
and she'll give you back 5 gold for change.
Okay.
All right. I should have this done within about 10 minutes. If you wish to walk around the dock or something, I should be able to give it to you. Like I said, this is a little bit easier. You just punch some holes in the metal, then sew it in with some steel weave, and then really fun stuff, honestly. And she's starting to get to work on like you watch as she kind of drives what looks like a small or a bigger like a sewing needle and kind of or more of like a chisel into the leather armor and kind of just hammering away at it, kind of making small holes and indents all around it. Even though I know that's not what studded leather is, I will fight anyone anyway.
And if we're going
Um,
with that, we could just stick the knives to the other side of the
yeah,
leather
just
armor and give it a
I
Take it a
spiky
spiked
detail.
armor.
shit. I think I said it was just a crossbow stat, Jabus. I forgot to put it in.
Okay.
But it also has a range or not range. Fuck the loudness of or the demerit of loudness for 100 feet. I think that's what I'm. I might put it as a. Actually, instead of cross, I'll put it as 1d8 because normally I think it's 1d10, and I'll kind of meet a middle ground because I was gonna originally say it's 1d6. So I'll put it as 1d8.
Done and done.
Alrighty. You are not proficient with it though currently, so not yet anyway. Justicia! These people aren't actually here. What do you wish to do? Or claim?
Pick up my damn clothes.
Alright. Describe to me what you would want the man to make for you, or what you would be wearing. Because I don't think you did last time, so might as well just give it some flavor.
It's basically like a button down and blue jeans and boots, like more common clothes than
Then the elite. Ah, yes, I was able to weave. What was it? This very nice cotton button down shirt. These jeans took a bit of washing here and there, but I was able to sew them together, and I even found a little rivet to put as a button. Really hard to find. I did ask a rod to make it for me, so they did. And these boots, they have I believe someone called them shit kicking boots, as they have metal tips toward the bottom.
I'm not gonna hit anything with this.
At least until you're proficient.
yes, that's good. Thank you. Is there a changing room?
He kind of moves over and opens like the small hut. This shall do. I will wait outside and make sure no one comes in or disturbs you if you wish to change.
Yeah, she does, and 5 minutes later she comes out with a handful of her old ones, and she hands them to him. I don't need this.
No worries, I can recycle the material into something else. Silk sells for high prices and can be used for various amounts of things.
Thank you.
Not a problem, dear. Do have a nice day. And as Justice is returning with her cotton button down and jeans and shit kicking boots, a rod finishes up your armor and is like, well, this should do. It's a little bit harder now to get stabbed, but do be wary it doesn't protect you from all kinds of stabbing. And
Oh,
she
for
kind of
me?
hands it. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
not a problem, dear. Now I do hope you all have a nice day. I do. The train should be leaving soon, so I assume you're heading back to wherever you came.
Well, I live here,
Perhaps.
so no.
Hmm.
Where the hell are we going?
I
You
was
remember
under.
last? Okay, sorry.
Oh. Oh
No, I'll let you.
goodness. Ooh. I was under the impression that we were to look for these things, gifts, anchors. Though I did mention that I would be heading to the Grand Wilds to check on some family matter.
Oh, right. We're going to the desert.
Well, like a savanna.
Headed to the desert.
We're gonna
And
die in the desert.
Don't know if
I
my
did,
fair complexion's gonna make it through.
Oh
I
my
did
god.
warn you in advance, though.
All right.
So you're not saying you can't protect us?
Now then,
I can certainly try.
I hate you. Every time I hear that now, I cringe a little bit on the inside. Anyway, so you're making your way back to the train. Is there anything else you want to do before you head off for the mire forever? Or at least come back at some later time and date?
I'm good.
Nope.
Alrighty.
Unless we find a
How
spring on the
many
way.
points? How many points does my AC go up?
It should go up one because what you can do is drag and drop studded leather of type in the I bar and type in
Oh,
studded leather and drag and drop over your sheet. It should auto put it on for you, and it should
okay.
up it up by one, I think. Oh, hit a button on accident. Didn't mean to do that.
The other option is editing the.
Yeah, you can edit it directly, but usually drag and drop armor always takes the best armor. So
I got
it's a
it.
it's a lot easier to do that. Oh my god. So, as you all board the train, making your way to parts unknown. Fuck. Actually, no, I have one other thing I want to do. So, where are you guys going on the train? Are you just gonna sleep to figure out where you're going, or? Because
Well, considering that we had a moment of confusion, Fangs wants to make certain that they're coming along with, or
okay,
they're
then I
heading
guess
elsewhere.
I'm guessing you just want to converse in the bar again of your plans, because I could just move you there again.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that would work.
I have to move a few other characters because, all right, they're not there. Let me just think who would all be here. Um, no, not them. Uh, no, no. Okay, Edgar would be there. Maximilian would probably be playing. Not Maximilian, fucking Welrick. He'd probably be taking a drink for once after beating the shit out of some stuff. And there's one other person. I can't. Oh, there he is. Hell yeah, my man. All right. So you make your way into the bar. It seems like some of the people shifted around. Edgar and Welrick are still at the fireplace. You think for some reason they might actually have died over there because they haven't moved. It's weird. It's like they're always just there. always watching, always waiting.
Are they sitting or are they playing or they're just?
Well, explain. Edgar's just been listening. From what you remember from interacting with Edgar, he generally doesn't much care for people outside of his bird, but he will, like, if you talk to him, he'll still acknowledge you. He's not like an asshole where he'll just ignore you, but he just generally likes to keep to himself.
Then that makes all the more sense. But
Yeah, and then you
Fangs,
see this gentleman again at the bar talking to Warren, and you see this person from before, and that's all you see when you enter the bar this time.
hmm,
Who let a damn frog on the train?
You just
fuck.
watch. He watches Jimmy just kind of comes out of the woodwork. Hold on, where the fuck is he? As he kind of rolls out from underneath the table.
Comes out of a weird secret pipe hatch that nobody saw.
No, he literally just rolls from underneath the table. Like, as soon as you say that deli, just where the fuck is he? Fuck, that's family. But you see Jimmy in his wetsuit kind of roll out from underneath the table and just go making weird frog noises.
Oh, were you
And
saying
that's
bye
like,
to your lady?
what?
I mean, yeah, we ain't gonna be back for a while.
What? And looks at you confused.
Oh, come on, I know you got something down. Where you keep disappearing off to?
He looks at you, thinks for a second, and like shrugs.
You and your
And
secrets.
Anyway,
considering all things on the slight confusion, it is not of dire importance to head to the Grand Wilds, but
I mean,
it
yeah, but we
is.
gotta go there anyway, right? Rather have you ease the mind than just worrying about everything going on at home. And I
More
think
like
two of us at this table do not want to go deal with these pyres in our hometowns.
I am
Honestly, as a father from
confused by
Planking,
that.
I can stay away. But I mean,
And
granted, I figure at this point I'm probably about to have a bunch of mercenaries and bounty hunters on us.
huh,
Well,
I am
however fast Menace travels.
I am quite confused. It seems you two are from powerful tribes, and yet you're not part of them.
My family sucks. Yeah, most of them are alright. It's just the eldest.
If I might propose a set of reference, do you have in your tribe? Is there peoples that you would rather vomit your intestinal tract out or stab in the face rather than actually have to deal with?
Not in my actual tribe, but the tribe I am servant to. Yes, there is a few individuals I have left claw marks on.
Okay, imagine that's your father.
I highly doubt that one of them would actually acknowledge me as their kit.
No. The whole you want to stab them or you would rather vomit than actually have to talk to them or be around them part.
I don't think we would waste time vomiting. We'd be mostly trying to kill each other at that point.
Justice just kind of leans back and just kind of smiles for a moment, and for like almost the first time, and she's just like, "It must be nice to have a life that is just so simple."
now Justice just needs a
Is that-
fucking cowgirl hat, and then she's set.
Pretty much.
Fangs just goes,
man.
is not your lives simple as well?
They tried to make my life as simple as they could. I didn't even have to do anything. Quite honestly, if I didn't want to wipe my ass, I had somebody who would probably do it for me.
That sounds like the epitome of royalty.
Yeah, it sucks.
My sister made a machine that could do that.
Yes. I had fun.
It's called the Anal Destroyer. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that was my brother.
Sorry, no, it's called a Bodette.
I always
literally-
called it a bidot.
It's called a Bodette because it literally fires a bow of water at you.
I mean, I had the knockoff one because my father wouldn't pay full price for anything. So we had the Binde.
I don't know why that made me think of a bendy, so it's literally just like the toilet's bending.
Best part is my sister made that one too.
Huh.
Your sister sounds like one of those craftsmen.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean we all is. Besides myself.
You tried to capture moon and shines.
I do my best. You guys saw me on an off day.
Hmm. The liquid drinks that you make would actually be a fine trade item to some of the other outside tribes.
Well, yeah, that's why I got Jimmy. That's Jimmy's job. I'm pretty sure he's probably sold down there.
Hold on, let me pull out the smart Jimmy as he's thinking.
I mean, considerably that is a long distance for Jimmy to travel, isn't it? I mean,
He
I'm
always
sure
seems to make
the-
it back in just a couple days, so... Either he's
I mean-
offloading it somewhere, but it always comes back with money, so...
Though I suppose the tribes that would be interested in trading with you fairly would be the Burning Paw, the smaller tribe, nomadic ones, the Ulsen, and perhaps the Mudfangs as well. I do not recommend you approaching the Red Claws, since they will eat you on sight.
Oh, if we approach the Red Cross, don't worry, I'll just dab a little rag in there and light it on fire, and then they'll know.
it burns.
It more than burns.
I mean, said it is a good fluid for cooking us over.
I can assure you, nothing short but actual death will stop them.
I can turn them all into hairless cats.
Saying, you know, 100% that will not stop them. They will just go even harder.
As I was about to say, I am sure that they would not appreciate the loss of their tribal fur, but they would certainly make it their last will testament to end your life horribly.
Oh, been there, done that.
I don't know if this is true. Most of the people out there have like a horrible amount of alcoholism since it was introduced recently.
Yeah, man.
Hold on.
This is the anthropologist being a dick.
No, I know. Actually, Deli, roll me a, because this will go off Jimmy. Roll me a history. And this will go kind of stretch your knowledge a little bit into the other world. Alright. So, what you do know, 9 times out of 10, Jimmy ain't selling to the Red Club, and they won't take alcohol from outsiders. Other nomads and like people in Spiretown, aka the main town established by the North in the Grand Wilds, is probably where Jimmy offloads most of his shipment. So the town probably has a crippling alcohol problem. Not so much the people.
And from what Fangs is telling you or subtly hitting, he is subservient to the Red Claws.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't like them, right?
No. Alright.
I would be perplexed as to why you would like the Red Claws.
Alright, Jimmy, if they ever ask for it, we give them the family brew, huh?
He just watches Jimmy, like, turns around and kind of, like, whips his tail.
What do you mean you're out?
No, he whips his tail, like,
Just being.
Trying to like a horse, like with flies.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That whip crack, that whoosh.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I expected Jimmy to pull out a gun.
No, he
If you
pulled
want
out-
it, you're probably
no, you
better
said-
with it than I am.
You say that, and like Jimmy, like what out from his small like cash box slides a small knife, and then he just puts it back in.
I mean, you know he's
Like-
super
like-
pouch.
No, but why would he need a pouch when he also has his coin pouch? That's the distraction. Everyone thinks it's marsupial pouch, but it's actually the coin pouch with his knife. Anyway, so as you guys are winding down,
Just
oh,
trying to
sorry.
finish with something actually.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know because I thought we were vamping for a little. So
No, it's just I got sidetracked.
no worries.
So Fangs again scratching his I guess fangs. And I suppose it would be interesting, as I said before, traveling through the Grand Wilds. I don't know how versed you are in traveling through more harsher climate conditions than the Mire.
Oh, I ain't.
The guy looks over to Diana. I am curious, but is your tribe as unaccommodating as the other two are?
Ah, fuck. Where? No, they are pretty accommodating.
Okay.
Like I said, you used to remember that your mother and stuff would always bring in like people because as Lathander had taught her, it's better to help people in need. So yeah, fuck, you would be, because you wouldn't be Schlankton, because that wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't be Forewind, because that's up in the air. So, and it wouldn't be I guess you would technically be Avu, aka the beach vacations resort, but you're in the farmlands before you get there.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm
my
gonna
brain
pretend
was
that makes sense. No, I don't know what that
Don't
is,
worry.
but go for it. Okay.
basically it's one of the kingdoms up in the north.
Sweet.
Is where you were from. That's what I was trying to get at, because I'm just my brain was just trying to process something. So, sorry, I was thinking out loud. But basically, yeah, where you're from is, or what your quote unquote kingdom is known for, is lots of fashion, clothes, and its beaches. But yeah, your place is a lot of accommodating. So, I'll leave that up to you to kind of play with.
So bad at talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I
She's
see.
busy thinking.
I see. It must be difficult to talk of family. I can relate to that a bit. Again, I suppose the topic of why I killed the woman from the night before was simply she claimed to have slain my younger sister in the Grand Wilds. Though without proof, I have no idea if what she said was true, or if simply goading me into anger, which she had unsuccessfully succeeded.
Well, I mean, there is one way, but I have no idea who would get to do that.
That being said, as we are traveling,
Right?
Hmm?
Well, yeah, there's spells that some clerics use where they can speak with the dead, but you need to have the full head and jaw.
Fangs pulls the head, or at least the now cleaned out skull with the jaw still attached.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It is still the skin, meat, and bone. Doesn't just have to be only the bone. It is a skull, jaw, spine still
Well,
connected.
my father said you had to make sure you have to destroy the lower jaw and the upper jaw
They are still intact.
so that they can't talk, even with the dead.
Yes, these are still intact.
Justice, you knew that your father also you like to use his special drink sometimes to make people talk, or else, If
Yeah.
Okay, just letting you know.
That's why she said it in that exact way. Was you have to make sure you break the lower jaw and the upper jaw to make sure they
Okay.
can't talk again. Not
All right.
not the only if these aren't damaged. It's the
Yeah, I got you.
That being said, kind of puts the spine and skull of Destra back, and there's even those were. So when I was looking at it, there's a distinct carving on the forehead, which is marked literally the number. Hold on, I have it right here.
Well, Diana, your mom is a cleric. She's generally hospital, so I don't want to push you guys one way or the other, but it's kind of funny that actually happens to work out that way.
Yeah, it has the I and V scratched on it.
Okay.
I said that she is the fourth person that he had claimed as his trophy.
Jesus.
But
Well then.
Fang, let's just wrap it up with the. Just so you know, my elusive prey is actually multitudes of this corpus creatures, and I suppose one could say that besides finding my truth of my sister's fate and dealing somewhat partially with the Red Claws, I believe one of the possible clues to the gifts and anchors might be in the Grand Wilds. If these creatures, the corpus thing that Astria had tasked me or demanded that I hunt them down. He pauses, thinking about it. I am curious as to why the pink-winged one mentioned that they are protected by Astria. That is a... He pauses to find a word.
To kind of explain it, because I think I kind of explained this poorly last time. Basically, they are... Astria had explained that they are hers to watch over, and she wishes that the corruption not get into the ethereal plane, basically. So you're hunting them down to protect the corruption from spreading into the ethereal plane, basically, and having it cross over, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, I explained that poorly, so I think I just want to retcon that so you know.
Alright, so let me rephrase that then. It seems like these creatures can be corrupted, and she does not desire these corrupted ones to enter back into the ethereal plane. Something about the corruption touching the realm of the dead being a problem. So, if such creatures were wandering in the Grand Wilds for when I was, perhaps even before, a kid, there must be something there worth finding. What do you all think of this?
Well, honestly, I don't care how bad we go, so long as it's not Sri Lankan.
What is this Sri Lankan?
So long as I don't have to go home.
I think I understand. Deli, Diana.
Justice is ordering another drink.
Same.
Alright, so...
Well, I mean, my only thought is that I would rather leave Paluna till later. I'm pretty sure my family will be quite accommodating, mainly because they want my damn recipe, but... most of the youngins in my family are If they haven't moved out, they've probably decided to join the business.
I am confused of this Paluna and then this joining business. Do they not work for their tribe?
Oh, buddy. We're gonna take you to some smaller towns first.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have this lot.
Gonna work up to that. I think his
Is
head
it-
might explode if we take him to Paluna and he sees an elevator.
Fucking just explodes as soon as he sees an airship. Anyway,
Justice is like Elevat.
Justice steps into one, feels the gravity shift, and like, oh my god.
Are you referring to the elephants? The
No.
large-
It's like a little room that you get in to go up and down floors.
That sounds like a torture device.
It is. It is absolutely the worst thing in the world. Besides those godforsaken rope bridges.
Justice, you now have a flaw that whenever you cross a rope bridge, you now may die. If a blind person could get vertigo, apparently you have it.
Oh no, it's not vertigo. It's just flat out like what? It's like a
Yeah,
cat
no,
on-
no. I know,
You know,
I know. I just think it's
What is it?
it's like a cat with bubble wrap. Just like every time you take a step, like what the fuck? What the? Anyway, as you guys are. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna
Okay.
ask Diana's opinion.
Yep, no problem. My brain is like,
No worries. I had some coffee, so I'm a little running hard.
nah, no problem.
But yeah,
My opinion?
yes.
On,
Consider that.
Lost there.
Heading to the Grand Wilds, basically, he's
Okay,
asking, would
yes, okay.
Yes. Just to sum it up, Fangs is asking your opinion because he just mentioned that going to the Grand Wilds is dangerous. His adoptive tribe that he is subservient to, the Red Claws, are there, and he can't quite protect you all from that because they're gonna probably kill him too.
Can we just
Well-
like go in that area?
I am small, but I can handle myself.
Alright.
I do not question your capability to protect yourself. I'm simply asking if you are willing to stay as a war band with me to the Grand Wilds.
Yeah, and then just gives a little pat.
Pat the kitty.
Pet the kitty.
Oddly, Fangs is not objecting to this.
Oh my god. This party. It's gonna give me an aneurysm.
Yes,
Eddie.
our hunting destination has now been made.
Alright. Now I know what to shift all my notes to fight.
Oh,
Anyway.
along the way, just some vibing part, but Fangs will just mention some of the food and items that
Okay.
might interest Delhi for his supposed moon and shine.
If you want, Miser, you can just copy paste the food items and stuff I gave you into your group chat for them. I'm assuming you probably did share it anyway, but just in
No,
case.
I did not. Not
Well,
yet.
if you want to like share that relevant information,
I
you
can
could
do
deem
that.
whatever. Okay, you could deem whatever is relevant and like pick that out. So, as the night winds to a close, I need some more somber music instead of the happiness, and everyone seems to leave the bar, outside of a singular bartender. Someone can find me. I'll find it. Hold on. This will be the end. No, not that. No. No.
Actually, let me properly
There we go.
space this out.
You see the half orc man wiping out his glasses. And everyone else seems to be going to sleep except for him. And a woman approaches him. She steps up to the bar and starts up saying, "Ah, Warren, 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 how long has it been? A century or two?" And not even looking up at her, just says, almost in disgust, You know, words. Words. God, I'm fucking up the voice because I'm trying to do two at once. Words carry as much poison as daggers. Oh, just hush, dear. Don't act like this is all some little game that you get to play and sit on the side, moving people around like pawns. And he just kind of eyeing her down, a bit annoyed. No, no need to get all feisty about me shuffling your little board of everything that's going to happen. I just wish to add another piece, so to speak. There will be another joining the strays, perhaps, in the near future, so do watch out. If you wish to move your players, always make sure that you know where everything is in motion. And as she said that, she vanishes into a puff of smoke, leaving the bar cart empty, and Warren just kind of looks almost annoyed at what she had said. And that's where we're going to end the session for today. So, thank you everyone for coming to this stream to watch me vamp on the theory of magic and basically make fun of the asymmetry of antimatter and matter, but in the form of magic. I am DM Mariner. You can find me on Twitch at Transpace Mariner or on Twitter at DM Mariner, where I sometimes will post stupid, dumb theories like what I just posted, and now I'll throw it over to Jeebus.
Well, I am Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream if I'm not unconscious, but my job has been sending me literally halfway across the state every day.
Oof.
So it's been fun. Miser.
Hello, everyone. I am Miser, the player behind Fangs on Blades, and I think this is probably the most I have done talking as Fangs, so my throat's hurting a little. I've also played as Jackal in Drake's Salvation, and I am the quote-unquote sadistic DM of Into the Wildlands. I have no social media, nor do I plan on any for the near future or later future, but you can find content that I made through Mariner or Jeebus the Dingus' stuff, and on to Moogle.
Hi, I'm Goth Moogle, and I play Justice here, and I play Cinder Gallows, and I play Felicity. I do artwork. You can check me out at chaosandparadox.card.co for my commission prices and such. Next.
I'm Harley, and I play Diana, and then play Rowan in Drake's Salvation. I do fun artsy craftsy stuff with like yarn crafts, and you can find all of my stuff on Instagram and TikTok at Yarn Crafts by Harley.
And I'd like to just thank everyone for coming to listen to here today to hear me vamp about stupid shit for about, what was it, like almost 4 or 5 hours. And yeah, I'll see you all in about 2 weeks when we get to head to the Grand Wilds and watch what the fuck's gonna happen there now that we have a destination set. So yeah, I'll see everyone in 2 weeks.
Hey, everyone.